Hey, this is Chloe with Bakcou. Today we're going to talk about shifting. First, we'll go over the different parts of your drivetrain, then we'll talk about how it is that you shift gears, and also when you want to shift gears. Shifting gears on your bike is super important because it makes riding way more easy and efficient, and it also helps keep your drivetrain in great condition for longer. We'll start with the different parts of the drivetrain. These are the parts of the bike that allow you to shift gears. This is the cassette. This is a stack of gears attached to your rear hub. To attach those gears to your pedal strokes, there's the chain, and to move the chain along the cassette, you're going to use your rear derailleur. The rear derailleur puts the chain into the gear that you want it in, and to select this gear and to move it, you use the shifter found at the front handlebar. Now you might be used to bikes with two shifters, and that usually means a front shifter and a rear shifter, but our bike actually utilizes a one-by system. This means that we only have one chainring in the front. This is more streamlined and is the new standard for mountain bikes. To shift through the gears, you simply need to click your shifter while you're pedaling. If you're not pedaling, the chain is not actually going to move along the cog. It's a little counterintuitive, but the smallest diameter gears actually make pedaling the hardest and are called your highest gears. So the smallest diameter gear, farthest outboard from the wheel, is your 9th gear. On the other hand, your biggest diameter gears, closest to the wheel, are your lowest gears, and they make pedaling easier. So you're going to utilize this when you get started or when you're going up a big hill, and these are called your lowest gear. So your biggest diameter gear is gear 1, and that's where you want to start it. To shift down towards gear 1, you're going to use your right thumb and press the lower lever. To shift up in gears, you'll use your right index finger to pull the lever, and this will take you to the higher gears. Now you know how to shift gears, but when do you want to shift gears? If you've ever driven a manual car, you know that you start in gear 1 and then move up in gears as you gain speed. And it's the same basic principle on a bike. When you're starting from a stop, you want to be in a low gear. This is important because it puts less strain through your chain, which will prevent your chain ever snapping, and it makes it easier to get going. Then, as you get going and pedaling starts to feel easier and easier and you want to gain more speed, you shift up in gears. Once you start riding more and more, you'll realize it's good to be proactive with shifting gears. For example, if you're approaching a hill, you'll want to downshift so that you can easily tackle that hill. Then, as you come over the top of the hill, you'll want to go into a higher gear so that you can gain speed going down the hill. Or if, for example, you're coming up to a stop sign, you want to shift down your gears so that when you start up again, you're in a low gear to start. This might sound overwhelming to you if you're not very used to riding bikes, but I promise you that the more you ride, the less you'll think about this. The best way to get a handle on your gears is to simply go out and ride. It'll quickly become second nature and you won't be thinking about shifting very much at all. So now you know the names of the different parts of your drivetrain, you know how to shift gears, and you know when to shift gears. If you have any other questions, please visit us at bakcou.com. Also, you can let us know what other videos you'd like to see in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.